If only I can keep the housekeepers going. Hello, did I just see Dylan?
Yep, Dylan's on now.
Hi, Dylan. I love Dylan.
Hey, Diana,
We
how are
love
you doing?
Dylan.
Dylan. Okay, so we can all mute ourselves as soon as you get ready to go.
Yeah, I want to wait. Usually we wait 5 minutes after, let a few more people join.
Okay, so I was just saying, I want the background that Stevie has, Valuable Properties LLC. So I'm going to talk to Rachel and see if Rachel will make me a Valuable Properties LLC.
Okay.
Well, this is my company. This is my Valuable Property.
I know, but I'm going to put my company on.
Yeah, I can help you with that. I just shared my contact with you so we can get together and I'll show you how to do it.
Okay, that would be great. I have, oh, there it is. Oh, maybe, is it a direct? No, that's a direct message. Okay. Oh, Emma says, Emma, I am the world's worst person, and all of you should know this. I come from an era where there was no answering machines, none. And your phone sat in a hall and it had a cord on it about this long, and you sat in a chair next to it. So I just call, like people say, can I call you? And I go, well, why don't you just call me? Why ask? If you got my number, just call me. I don't know. I find this odd. I find it odd. I'm not going to schedule a call. Just pick up the phone and call me. And if I happen to not be busy, I'll talk to you. And if I am busy, I say, I'm going to call you back.
I love it.
Texting me doesn't do much because I lose text. It's like, where the heck did that text go? Who was it I was supposed to call back? Voicemail until I actually return it.
Yep.
I'm the same way. I mean, except for if I've never gotten a call from someone and I don't know their number, I do say text first so I know who's calling me, because I get these random, sales people calling and I won't answer.
That's it. So Emma asked to me a direct message. She wanted to know where mortgages are 30% underwater. That was something I just read in the newspaper, in the paper. It came across my feed in the Phoenix area. So this is good news for us, because that means that all these people are trying to sell their homes and they're just a little bit underwater. And it doesn't look like this recession is going to be as bad as everybody's calling it out to be. I've been through a lot of recessions. So, and as I say, another advantage of being quite old, being the oldest person in the room, is that all the things that you have got to look forward to, all that times when you can't sleep at night because you can't pay your bills, I've already done all that. I don't have that in my wheelhouse anymore. I can pay my bills now. But it's fun to watch younger people panic when that happens. Now it's just like, oh yeah, that again. That happened in this year and that year and the year before, and not anymore though.
It is definitely an interesting market here in Phoenix and the Valley, for sure.
Yes. There was a reason I moved here. I could have moved anywhere in America, and this was where I wanted to come.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anybody, and I just moved here and started a construction company, and away I went.
I'm excited for us to get together for sure.
Yeah, I'm supposed to see. I'm going back up. See, so I don't even know how to find this. Teresa, hello, Donda. Hi, Teresa. Sorry, where again? Okay, so let me see if I can send it to me again, would you? I can't find it. Like where is it? Where did you send it to?
I just texted it on your telephone.
Oh, well, that's why I haven't found. See, this is this problem. There you go. I haven't seen it yet, so let's just see. Oh, there it is. No, maybe. Yes, I see. Thank you. I will find you now. There we go. Perfect. I'm importing you while we're waiting. Oh, select an account. That one. This is very handy. Good, you're in, Stevie.
Want to start, Dylan?
Okay, I'm muting myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I just posted on Facebook the link so people more people join, but yeah, welcome guys. Thanks for showing up. Our Tuesday Zooms today is just focused on Q&A strictly. So if any of you guys have questions about a deal, underwriting, finances, anything like that, this is now the time to get your questions answered. I just posted it on the Facebook, so hopefully we get some more people in here. Always like to start with our resources. So if you guys are new to our group and have never been in our Zooms before, this is your first time in a Zoom of ours, the Herd of Profits, leaders of the Elephant Challenge. If you could post a 1 in the chat. I just also, Waldo, what's up, brother? I just posted a link. Scott, nice to have you, man. I just posted a link to our Facebook group, Herd of Profits. If you guys will request to join that, it's a free Facebook group. Doesn't cost anything to join. We have some resources for you. So if you come to this files tab, we have some good stuff for you guys to check out. We have blank letter of intent templates that you guys can download. Taylor, nice to have you. But yeah, you guys can download these letter of intent, LOI templates to send offers. We have a underwriting calculator right here, an estimating repair cost PDF, some sub 2 questions, frequently asked questions, a script to call agents, the foreclosure process. So Tim says there's no sound. I think, Tim, that might be on your end. I'm hoping everybody else can hear me. That might be on your end though, man. You might have to fix your mic. Yep, Diana gave me the thumbs up. So yeah, join our Facebook group, totally free. Some good resources in here. We are 766 strong so far and growing, but not too big of a group where if you post a question, you're going to get ignored, right? So feel free to, okay, yep, you guys can hear me. Feel free to post any questions that you guys have in here, and they should get answered pretty quickly. So we got Jen in here. Nice to meet you, Jen. Yeah, no worries, Stevie. Let me just finish up my shout outs. So let me go to YouTube. This Zoom is being live recorded and stored on Angie's YouTube channel. So let me pull that up. Angie. Right here, and I'll post a link to this as well too. We are on the road to get Angie to 1,000 subscribers. That's not the link right here. So I'll post this in the chat too. All of our past Zooms have also been recorded. So you can find Zooms where we call sellers live, underwrite deals, figure out how to identify a deal, how to find your market. All of these Zooms have a lot of good information, all about an hour to an hour and 30 long. So if you guys are looking for some good content, you can come back and watch these Zooms. So here is the link to that. If you could go subscribe to Angie, that's also free. But yeah, Stevie, if you have a question, please, now's the time. So whatever you got.
Okay, so I'm getting hit in Florida with agents. Of course, you get the typical, we're not doing that, no sub 2, blah, 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 blah. But I am getting hit with, we have had sub 2 offers. The sellers' attorneys are saying, no, it's illegal. The deed in lieu is illegal. A pre-signed deed in lieu is illegal. Our brokerage firm is not doing these. Our brokerage is not doing it at all. They're not allowing it. So it's because they're saying that it's illegal. So how are you handling that?
I would say, oh, I'm so sorry. How about I give your seller a call and we could work a deal out with each other and you could get paid. You just have to take it off the market since their company doesn't do it.
Okay.
That's what we've done. Literally, that's what we've done.
Okay.
They just take it off the market and then they get a referral fee.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they don't have to worry about anything from their company.
Okay.
But it
Because
gets the house sold for those sellers.
I did have one agent start saying like, Really? We would be, in fact, I sent a lead over to you guys. The agent was like, if you can talk to us, if you can talk to my seller and have your attorney talk to, I guess, them or something of that nature, then they would totally be open, because apparently they had a sub 2 offer, and I guess it got close to closing, and then their attorney kind of talked them out of it, saying it was too risky because they said that the deed in lieu in Florida, the pre-signed deed in lieu was illegal or something of that nature. And I told them, no, we do it all the time and all of that. So that's why I sent you guys the lead. So I just wanted to know how to kind of rebuttal that.
Yeah, I mean, great question. You might get that. I'm actually Googling that. Is a deed in lieu illegal in Florida? I don't think so. I doubt that's the case. Yep, doesn't give it to me. It just says a deed in lieu, it explains what it is. It's a legal procedure that allows a homeowner to transfer ownership of their property to the mortgage lender or loan servicer to satisfy outstanding debt on the mortgage. So I doubt it's illegal. Let's say if, and I've actually just learned this not too long ago, but let's say a seller is in foreclosure and they don't have any other options, they can actually deed the property back to the bank without having to go foreclose on them. They can make an agreement with the bank to do a deed in lieu of foreclosure. So I doubt it's illegal, right? If a bank knows that, or a seller knows they're going to lose their home to foreclosure, and a bank's going to take possession of it anyways through a court process, right? If a seller is willing to just give up and say, hey, take it, I don't even want it back, right? Why would that be illegal? So I highly doubt that's the case, that it's illegal. It just sounds like you're dealing with someone that's not educated. And as far as subject to being legal, that's the first objection in our frequently asked questions, right?
Right.
Is this
Yep.
is this legal? Well, yeah, it's a fillable HUD-1 in a statement from a title and escrow company. Please note lines 203 and 5. This is a little bit more into the weeds. I don't say this, but this link is the instructions how to fill out a HUD. This is a federal regulation document. Is used for cases in which the borrower is assuming or taking title to a subject to an existing loan or lien on their property, right? Would the federal government put this in the code of federal regulation if it was illegal? So that answers that question.
Yeah.
As far as a brokerage and a title company go, they have right to refuse service. So they can say, we don't want to do that because of, like legalities and regulations, right? So it's not a legal thing. My understanding is they can't get in any legal trouble. They can get their licenses revoked if they were found doing sketchy practices, though,
Right.
which, subject to, it would probably have to play out in court, may be deemed as a sketchy practice for a brokerage to do. So we literally have a property under contract in Texas where the agent said that to me. He's brand new Keller Williams agent, said his broker told him no, their attorney advised against it, called the seller, and their seller thought it was a great fit for them, and we got it under contract. So that agent lost out. And I did even mention to him, right, well, I can just pay you a referral fee. You don't even have to be paid as a listing agent or a broker in this scenario. Just take it off the market, let me take it, and I'll pay you a referral fee. And they didn't want anything at all to do with it. So their loss, our gain, right? The seller's gain. So
do we have a title company that we use in Florida? I mean,
oh yeah.
I have a title company that I used, and they did tell me that they do creative, but I just wanted to know that we have a particular title company that we actually use.
Yeah. So I just closed one in Florida. I think it's First International Title.
That's what I use. Okay, that's the one I use.
Yep.
Okay, Cindy.
They
I
were
use Cindy
good.
over there. Okay.
How I do it now is my transaction coordinator, Caleb Christopher. He picks the title company because he's worked with a lot of them, and I just let him take it. I don't even care about which title company it is because he knows the good ones. the ones that reply and know what they're doing. So I just let him take it. But yeah, there's going to be title companies in every state that don't touch them, and that's mostly all they do is subject to. So you just have to find the right one.
Okay. Okay, cool. And then I was hoping that we could underwrite a hybrid deal.
Let's do it. I love hybrid deals. Enrique, that title company I used was called First International Title. I think they're out of Tampa.
I've got the address right here.
Yeah. Where are they out of?
Hold on a second. Where did it go? Where did it go?
Let's see.
Cindy is the contact, and I believe they are. I don't know why it's not on my board. I use magnets here.
They have a few locations. So yeah, it looks like they're kind of all over. The one I used was in Orlando. That's the one I used. But yeah, they were great. Knew exactly what subject to was. I think it was an FHA loan, and they handled it great. So yeah, no complaints on my end. Yeah, they did everything by the book. So pretty smooth. Alfred from Miami, investor, licensed mortgage broker. What's up, Alfred? Nice to have you in here, man. Good to meet you. Yeah, actually just had to connect with an agent. I'm trying to get a property locked up in, where are we at? In St. Lucie. I don't know if that's how you say it. St. Lucie. Trying to get a property locked up in St. Lucie as well too. An agent I connected with in sub 2 was supposed to send me a contract. I don't know if she did. It doesn't look like she did. So yeah, Alfred, I might need some help from you there. Okay. But yeah, let's take a look at your deal then, Stevie. I think you're muted.
Okay, hang tight. Let me get up here.
Alpha, can you drop your number, man? Gotcha. Yep.
Okay.
Alfred, are you a sub 2 student?
Okay, let me pick one. There's one in Florida. There's a couple of them in Florida. And I'll tell you, Florida is killer right now because of the property taxes. They're just insane. Hold on. It's freezing up on me. Hold on.
Okay, good to know, Alfred.
I don't think that one's it. Kind of hard. I didn't know we were going to be able to do this, so I apologize.
No worries.
Okay, let me check this one out here. Okay, and then okay, here's one. You ready?
Yep.
341 Guadalupe Street.
Guadalupe.
Yeah. Haines City, Florida.
You said 341?
Yeah,
Okay. Guadalupe. You got it. You got to spell it. I put it here. Guadalupe.
Guadlupe Street. And I'm just going to use this one as an example.
What city is that?
Haines, Haines, City, Florida.
There we go. What's up, Rich?
That one's in Texas.
Oh yeah, this is in Texas.
That's Kerrville, yeah. It's
Not that
340.
one.
It's 341 Guadalupe Street, Haines City, Florida.
Oh, it's so slow. No. Haines City, Florida. So slow. Go, go, go. All right, let's see. There we go. Is this it? That's gotta be it. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so mortgage on this is 303.
303.
They're
Okay.
asking 418.
$303, 418. Okay, so they probably have a good $70,000 or $80,000 in equity.
Yeah. Sellers moved to South Carolina.
Okay. Geez, it's super, super slow. All right. Okay, and then they have, oh, a 2.8 FHA Loan Depot. So that's good. Okay, it was built in 2021, brand new home, beautiful. Did you speak to the agent on this?
Yeah, Brian said there's no repairs needed, just touch up painting. It was built in 2021. The guy's been living in the area for 30 years, but he's getting ready to move to South Carolina. So that's why he's moving.
Gotcha. Okay. So if we do a seller net sheet, right, they're asking 418, 150, such a random number. All right. And they owe 303. So yeah, 78K in equity, give or take. You know, with concessions, it could be a little bit less, but brand new home, there likely won't be that many concessions, if any. So yeah, they have about 8K in equity. So for us, right, we would have to offer to entice them. We would want to offer, you know, anytime there's more equity, if there's very little or no or negative equity, we're offering 5,000 to 10,000. But if they have a decent chunk, I'm going to offer anywhere probably from $15,000 to $25,000 above what they would walk away with, if not more. So, you know, 78,000, call it 80. Let's offer like 90, 97, 750, something like that. So just a random number, you know, close to 20K above what they would net anyways.
And we are recording this, right?
This is recorded. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So 97, 750. Again, this is just a random number I'm making up, higher than what they would walk away with. What's up, Jeff? Nice to have you, man. So yeah, this number now, it's not necessarily too important, right? It's just to entice them, right? So they see sell your home to our company, make 97, or sell it on market and make 78. Obviously, it's not a good deal. Nobody would buy this. We wouldn't buy this if we had to put $97,000 as a down payment. So our cash to seller at closing will be different. So this is, like you said, Stevie, a hybrid. So this is perfect, right? It adds 97,750 to their existing loan at 303. So our net sale and our selling price are the same at $400,750. So we're still picking the property up at $18,000 less than what they're asking, but they're going to net $20,000 more. So now
Right.
the question is, how much down versus how much seller finance do you do? So, and I've kind of done it where I have maybe I can just do it on this. Let's see. I have sort of a rule that I tend to follow. So I'm just going to go here, and hopefully this makes sense. So depending on their interest rate and the year built is when they either, that's the determining factor of whether or not they get a higher down payment or a lower down payment. So
Right.
let me increase this. So it's mostly the interest rate is the determining factor. So interest rate versus down payments. Okay, so if they have anywhere from a 2.5 to a 3% rate, right, I will tend to offer anywhere from 6 to 6.5% down.
Love this. Okay.
And this keeps just being a sliding scale. So I'm going to say 3 to 3.5% rate equals a 5.5 to 6% down payment. And it continues to drop. So the next one would be 3.5 to 4% rate equals a 5 to 5.5% down payment. Okay, so my range is anywhere from typically 3.5. Okay, that's not a good spot to put it, but yeah, again, like I'm not buying anything above a 5% rate.
Right. That's
my cap or my limit. And then down payment is going to be anywhere from 3.5% all the way to 7% down. So really the only time someone gets a 7% down payment is if they have below a 3% rate, brand new home, and they negotiate with me. So I'm never going to offer 7% down, but I'll offer maybe 6.5, and then if they need to negotiate, and I know it's still a great deal, I can cash flow it as a rental, or it's in a great area, I may offer 7%. So that is generally my range. So
Okay.
we know these guys have a 2.8, right? 2.8,
Mhm.
and it's a brand new home. So it definitely qualifies for that 6.5% down payment.
However, it's an FHA.
It is an FHA. You're right. So that actually doesn't. That's a great point, Steve, because they're going to have mortgage insurance. So even though they have a 2.8 with the mortgage insurance, it's more like maybe.
Do you know where the
3.5.
sunblock is at? What aisle?
Let me check.
I'll
Give me
check
one
it.
second. Let me just.
Jen, I have not
I
seen a
was
sunblock.
like,
lately.
maybe pharmacy area, right?
And
G18? Okay, thank you.
Angie. There you go. Cool. Hope you found the sunblock, Jen. Okay, so my down
gosh,
payment.
I'm so sorry, guys.
You're good. Okay, so 400,750, right? That's my selling price. So you're right. Let's say 6% because it is FHA. They have mortgage insurance, no doubt. So times 0.06, so 24,045. So 24,045. That's my down payment. And now whatever the difference is, right? So subtract 97,750. So my seller carryback is going to be 73,705. Now, so that's basically my seller net sheet, it's my seller carryback. What you could do is, because there is a seller carryback and it's a large amount, we may offer an interest rate. So interest earned. So I'm going to put that to the side. Let's go over here. So we're at 73,705, amortize it over 30 years. Let's see what 3% interest looks like. $310. It's not bad. I might do that. So your other options are to do maybe like 15 years at 0% interest. Let's see what that looks like. 409, so even higher. So you could do it over 20 years with 0 interest, right? Now we're right at that number again. But the 3% interest rate is what's going to entice them. So let's do that. Let's say 73,000, 30 years at 3%. So when I'm drafting my LOI, I'm just plugging that number in. This is how much they net. So here's how much interest they earn, 38,000. If we bring our handy dandy seller net sheet. So and then usually I just put asterisks around this to show like, hey, this one stands out. This one's different, right? It's not a part of this 97. You could add it in there too, if you'd like. I think I've done it either way. So either way, but yeah, so they'll earn an extra 38,000. Obviously they might not want to carry it for 30 years. So we could offer a 7 to 10 year balloon on this. So that's how I basically get my offer, right? I'm not even going to waste time to spend underwriting it to see if it cash flows as a long-term rental until I know they're at least interested. And the reason I'm not going to do that is because I know with these terms, right, if they're willing to carry me at 3% on this loan and their existing loan is at 2.8, it's in a great price range, you know, low 400s in a beautiful area. I can wrap this all day long. It's a brand new home. I could easily sell this for $450, get a $45,000 down payment. Where'd my seller net sheet go? Did I close it? But yeah, I could get a $45,000 down payment, right? 10. And I could probably sell this at 5, 6, 7% interest rate, maybe. So there's always that exit strategy when you underwrite your deals like this. So do you want to see if it actually cash flows as a long-term rental, Stevie?
Yeah, I do, because of the
Okay.
property taxes there. Absolutely. I'd like to.
Let's do it. All right. So you can use Rent-A-Meter if you have the paid version, but Zillow also does a great job at just showing you nearby rentals, and it also shows you how many applicants they have. So here's a perfect one. I think ours it's a 4.2 or a 4.3. Yeah, I get it. Closed caption. Okay. It's a 4.3, 2,300 square feet. So here's a 4.2, 1,800 square feet for 2,600. A 5.3 for 2,800. 26. It's smaller. 3.2. Let's remove this boundary. Zoom out a little bit. Another one for 28. Here's a 3-bed for 2,800. So I'm guessing they're not getting that many clicks. Let's see what this 5-bedroom is getting. So 75 days listed. No contacts, or they're either hiding that for some reason, but they also might be overpriced. Let's see what this 2,600 is getting. 12 days listed, 1 contact, so kind of too soon to tell, but that's my guess is our rent is probably going to be at 2,600 for a 4-bed.
That's what I
in this
do. I'm
little
always trying to
pocket.
be conservative in the rent.
Yep. And you want to be too, because, you know, even if you could get 2,800, but you're going to spend 3 months not occupied, right? You might as well get someone in there immediately at 2,600 and then bump their rent up to 2,700, 2,800 the next year. So 3 days listed, 2 contacts, again, 2,600. Ours is a brand new home, way bigger than these ones. So I think 2,600 is pretty safe.
Okay.
So let's go into our underwriting. So rent is 2,600. Okay. So we're just going to assume that this is accurate. It could be a little off. Their interest rate could be higher. It could be lower. So let's just assume that this is right. So 1,295. So I'm going to say sub 2 loan P-I is 1295. Okay. And then our seller finance loan was 310. 310. Okay. Now taxes 70 is only 7,000 with the so we can look. What's that? It was right. So, oh, that's not it. Is my sound going crazy, you guys, or is that just
Yes.
Joey? Is it good now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Crazy. Okay, so Zillow, if you're looking at a property that's actually on market, it will show you what your estimated taxes are. It'll show you what the tax rate in this area is. So it has to be listed. So come over to this monthly cost right here, and it shows you, right, property taxes.
But that's wrong.
If
You
and
go
it's
up to
definitely not right.
2022,
Oh,
look,
2022.
Yep.
Where at, Stevie?
scroll up a little bit.
Oh yeah, 2022. Right. So 4553. Let's assume it was at 400,000. So that is actually 1.1%.
What does the taxes say on PropStream?
PropStream shows 2022 was 7,000. So that's where it's like, okay,
Whoa.
you know, we can underwrite this, but once we need a mortgage statement, you know, that's why, again, it's like, you're not going to get all the information you need to be able to send an offer. So don't spend a ton of time underwriting because you may not even have the most accurate info anyways. Plus, who knows if they're open to your terms, but they want a 6% rate, right? Now you have to re-underwrite with that rate. So let's assume.
I just know that within Florida, what's happening is that they are now making the properties, increasing the property values. And with the new property taxes, that's why everybody's getting hit really hard. And so on this, they increased the property value from the original 37,000 to now they're saying it's 227,000. So that's why the increase is. It's been all over the news. My parents live there. So it's been all over the news. And if you even hit like St. Pete and Clearwater, it's like outrageous, some of the property taxes there. So
Right.
That's what I've gotten from the agents as well. So
Makes
that's
sense.
why I'm kind of scared on underwriting some of these.
Right. So we may just want to assume that this one's accurate. I think we're in this range of 4,500 to 71.
I wrote $379 a month on the insurance and I have 146, I mean, on the taxes, and I have 146 for for the insurance. So a total of 525 for taxes and insurance.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. I like those numbers. And then it's pretty easy for us to come back in and adjust once we know the actual amount. So for this one, this is one where I'm like, okay, there's a lot of questions about taxes and insurance, especially in Florida. So we need to see a mortgage statement. You know, we can't even trust.
What is the FS loan there, Dylan? What did you say, the FS loan?
The SF loan, this is their seller finance loan. So their equity that they're financing to us. This is the hybrid part of it.
Okay.
Yep. And Donda also says that seems cheap for insurance. Yeah, I mean, you're probably looking at more like $250 to $300 a month for insurance in Florida now. So his insurance is definitely hiked up a crazy amount as well too. So, but yeah, let's just, I mean, just for an example, right? Let's just assume it's at 525. It could be more. So, but now we know our expenses, right? So this brings our total PITI to, let's add these up, 1295 plus 310 plus 525. So 2130, right? So show me in the chat. Oh, a lot of insurance companies are pulling out of Florida too. I bet. I mean, why would you insure a ticking time bomb, right? Like, it's not a matter of if hurricanes happen there, right? So, okay, so PITI 2130, right? We know our rent is 2160 or sorry, 2600. So most rental properties are going to cost on average, if you're a pretty smart investor, you know, you can make some connections, right? You can shop around a little bit. You're going to average about 15% in expenses. I'll put that expenses. Okay, so if you take 15% off of 2600,
2210.
math is, yep, 22.2, 10. Okay, so obviously right away we can tell.
To $80.
So this is still gross, right? You're not making any money. But in this scenario, right, I know a wrap would work for this because our payment's only 2130. You know, who knows, guessing 2130. But for someone to own this, right, they probably would be willing to pay 2,800 a month, 2,900 a month, maybe $3,000 a month, maybe, to own this property. So, and with that, right, we don't have this 15% expenses because that person owns it, right? We don't have to manage it, fix it. We don't have to do anything. Pad split could be an option. I don't know too much about pad split, so I'm hesitant to throw that around. Until I see Pace doing it successfully, then we start to get involved, but we're just following what Pace is doing. So once he does something and drops a YouTube video, like this is how you do it, this is what to look for, then we'll start doing it. But I don't know. I haven't done my due diligence on pad split. So I don't know if this is the right market because it doesn't make sense in every market, in every little town, right? It has to be kind of specific. So I'm not too sure. But right, so this would work as a wrap. Not necessarily going to work as a rental. So another option, like if I did get this under contract and I started marketing it as a wrap, what I would also look for, it is a 4-bed, 3-bath. So, you know, you have 3 baths. That's the thing I like. It's got a lot of bathrooms. Hopefully they're all full baths too. Let's see, this actually looks, yeah, that's actually only a half bathroom. It looks like 2.5. So you might need to throw a shower in that bathroom or something, but traveling nurses as well. So go to Google Maps, throw in our address here, and then hit directions. And I'm going to type, nope, not going by train, hospital, search. So let's see how close we are to some hospitals. Okay, so that's a nursing home. We don't want that. Let's see, Advantage Health. Okay, so 8 minutes away from Advent Health, Heart of Florida. Let's see if this is a real. Okay, yeah, this is an emergency room. So you know there's going to be traveling nurses. It looks like a pretty big operation. So you are close to a major hospital, but definitely could be a traveling nurse. And then in that scenario, right, you rent out the bedrooms for $1,000 a room. Now your cash flow is $4,000. Is there a class of hospital size to look for? Yeah, I like to just look for these bigger ones. So the ones that have ERs, right? I'm not looking for smaller, what are they called? Urgent cares, right? I want an emergency room hospital. So, and then I'm just looking at it, right? This looks like they have a helipad there, right? This is obviously a major hospital. So that's ideally what I'm looking for. So, but right, if our rent goes up to, let's call it 4,000 for traveling nurses, our expenses are going to go up probably closer to 25% because you have to pay utilities, you're gonna have more vacancies, more turnaround, that sort of thing. But 4,000 times 0.75, now we're at 3,000. Okay, so if our gross was 3,000, so now we're making, what is that, 870?
Yeah,
870, okay, times 12, right? We want to get our annual number, 870 times 12 equals 10,440. So now we
who's my buyer? Who's my buyer?
Yep, there you go. Now we divide it by whatever the entry is. So
Right.
I deleted my seller net sheet like a silly guy, but let me see actually if I pull it up if it saves it. Yeah, we said 24,000 to the seller, right? Plus 8,000 to the agent. So let me do that math. 2445 plus 8015. So 32,000 total. And then let's add 20K, 10 for an assignment fee, 10 for furniture. So divided by 52, 0.60. You don't have to be that good at math to know that's about a 20% return on your investment, right? Yeah, exactly, 20%. So still not a bad deal, right? Like if they accepted this term, it might not be such a bad scenario, right? I would do a little bit more due diligence by looking into Furnished Finder.
I have that.
Yep. So I'm gonna just check the area out and see if there's a lot of other traveling nurse rentals. There definitely should be a demand for it in this area, is my guess. So where are we at? So we're just north of Haines City, just south of Davenport. Oh no. I'm gonna type it in Haines City.
And you look by bedroom, don't you?
Yes. Yeah. Unless you're dealing with like a small 2-bed or like a condo type. Yeah. You want to look at it for bedroom. So yeah, check off the entire unit. Check off the hotel. Well, I don't know what I did. I must have clicked on the wrong one. So entire unit, we don't need that. Hotel, we don't need that. So our home is in this area. Yep. And then so just like I said, right, anywhere from 1,000 up to 1,500 per room. You do have an $800 one down here. The tough thing is if it's a 4-bedroom but only 2.5 baths, right? You may have to offer cheaper, but still, it looks like you can get $1,000 for someone to share a bathroom, share one bathroom, right? Not a bad scenario. So, yeah, traveling nurses definitely might be the play. You could probably furnish this whole home for around 10,000 on the cheaper end. Obviously, you could spend a lot more if you wanted to, but hopefully they leave the washer and dryer, right? But really, all you need is a bed, maybe a dresser and a TV, right? Like that's kind of bare bones what you need, right? You'd like to add some pictures and some other cool items around the house, but you don't need much. A couch, you got to furnish the living room. Dishware for the kitchen, but dining table, not too much. You could easily stay within 10 grand for something like this. So yeah, not bad, Stevie. Could be good. I would say definitely send them an offer, and if they're interested, then we got to get a mortgage statement first.
Cool. Okay, thank you.
Right on. You're welcome. All right, let's see first. Does anyone else have any questions or a deal they'd like to underwrite? If you guys have anything, feel free to raise your hand, type it in the chat. Angie, do you want to shout out the Prosper Housing Foundation? I don't know if she's here, Jen.
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, Jen, do you want to go ahead and talk about the house that we have?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. You got to bear with me though. I'm super tired. My dog had a heat stroke and I had to take her to the vet, and we were there for quite some time. So I'm just really tired. It's really hot in Texas, guys. And then we replaced an air condition in the sober living house today. So, but yeah, just bear with me. So we do have a property there in Corpus Christi, Texas. It's the Grace Prosper Housing Foundation. I don't know if I can put in the chat pictures, but we have 2 gentlemen, 2 men, and a couple more coming in on Monday. And it's just going amazing. Made some major leverage with a lot of the organizations that are there in Corpus, the treatment facilities, a lot of the agencies that are just loving us and sending their clients our way. So they're Grace Prosper Housing tenants. And they just started a group chat for the it's called the White House, guys. We named it the White House. And let me just read to you what she said. She says, grateful for all you fine people, and most of all, grateful to be at Grace Prosper. It's an amazing foundation. It's full of love, full of passion. The mission and the vision are clear. Great homes in great neighborhoods. And we're just, loving on them and helping them. We hire house managers, certified peer specialist. So it's definitely going amazing. Very, very much amazing. My partner's on the line, Jennifer. She's actually on the Zoom with us. She can go over like structuring the deals. I'm boots on the ground. I'm the contractor. I'm the agent outreach. I'm the visionary and connector, and she's the integrator. So she makes the numbers work and I bring them in. But if y'all would like to talk a little bit about, numbers or with sponsors and partnerships, we can definitely go over what that may look like if anybody has any questions.
I wasn't able to unmute, sorry. Yeah, does anybody have any questions for Jennifer?
Are all your properties just in Texas, Jennifer, or are you guys all over? I'm out in Phoenix.
Yeah, so we're actually going nationwide. We have a group chat going. It's in the Facebook Messenger. Angie and Rachel are moving us over to Slack platform. And so we would love to have you on, whoever wants to be a part of Grace Prosper Housing Foundation. Angie and Rachel are delegating that side of the, how can I say? Sorry, guys, I'm just super tired. Yeah, they're helping us delegate that. Angie's also a part of the Grace Prosper Housing Foundation. We're about to vote her in on the board. So, yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
I don't see Jennifer on here.
Yep, I'm
He
here.
said she's muted.
Oh,
There.
there you are.
I think I can talk now. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Perfect.
We missed her flight. She's been in Texas for like 2.5 weeks. We've got it furnished. We got the doors open. Everything's going amazing. And she missed her flight the other day. And oh my God, it's been one thing after another. But I finally got her there, and now she's back in Canada. We were subliminally trying to be together and keep it rocking and rolling down there, and leave it to us to stop at Home Depot right before going to the airport. Oops.
Got distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's been amazing. So Jennifer and I joined forces and set up Grace Prosper Housing Foundation. And I mean, we can operate in any state. Obviously, major urban centers have bigger populations, so they tend to have a larger need. And typically we're looking for houses that are going to have at least 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. And we do partner up with capital investors. So we've got the men's house open and starting to bring people in, and we're closing on a women's house in Corpus Christi tomorrow or before the end of the week. So, yeah, I mean, Jennifer, if you've ever talked to her, you'll know she doesn't walk, she runs. And we went straight from, I think we skipped the crawling and the walking completely and went straight to running with this foundation. So yeah, it's just been amazing. And, we can really provide benefit if people are looking to do the capital investment. So, partnering up on the ownership and then looking at these properties in a way where the foundation can be the tenant, paying more than market rents on it. And the foundation as well, we'll look after the maintenance of the property and the foundation as well. You don't need a property manager because the foundation's in there the day of closing. The foundation is your tenant. So it's us, and bringing these people in. We work not only for there's potentially bed fees, but we also look at grants and we look at different sponsorships and things that they can get to help support their housing costs. So it's not guaranteed, but it's virtually guaranteed, and it's going through the foundation as well. So it's almost like having a guaranteed corporate tenant in there and looking after the property for you, making a little bit more than market rents. So our website is graceprosper.com, and you can contact either Jennifer or myself through the website, or reach out to either of us. Our Facebook group is Grace Prosper Housing Foundation as well. So definitely give the page a follow and see what, see if you're interested in getting involved, or you wanted to run a potential property by us. We can let you know what that would look like in terms of structuring it up. So definitely a win-win. I mean, Jennifer and I met through real estate investing, so we're definitely real estate investors. We know where you guys are coming from.
Real estate investors with a passion.
With a passion. Yeah, we know
And
where you guys
Angie
are coming
too.
from.
That's our Charlie's angel right there. She's a real estate investor with a passion. This girl right here, we don't stop.
Yeah.
We put the horse in front of the chariot and we just go.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So the Facebook and the foundation are the same. So if you just search for Grace Prosper Housing Foundation, you should be able to find it. And I think Angie just posted the link right in the chat for us. So that's perfect.
And the website is graceprosperhousing.org.
Yeah. So reach out to us in terms of the investment. It's not something that we've put onto the website at this point. Simply because if we advertise it, then we need to start worrying about SEC compliance and whatnot. So we're not advertising it. We're just speaking with our friends about it. So, great group of friends, great group of investors that everyone's working with. And if you have questions or you want to discuss a deal, I've been an underwriter. I've, been an investor for over 20 years. So there's some great supports, and Angie's been in the business getting her hands into everything as well. And Jennifer too. So, we come from sort of all aspects of the real estate side, and then putting that passion there.
We have another property too. Angie, it's on Trail Creek in Corpus Christi. It's in a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood, in the Mansions neighborhood. The only problem with that is that we need somebody to either sponsor a van or seller finance a van, because the transportation, when you're looking at these properties, the transportation needs to be at least a 50 on Zillow. That way that the tenants can, get to a bus stop. But that's the brand, right? Nice houses in nice neighborhoods, safe, secure, and supportive. That's what we represent. And so there's an amazing women's house over there as well. We just need either a seller finance van or somebody to sponsor it or donate, for these women to be able to get to work through the nonprofit.
So Jennifer and Jen, that was my question. I'm really passionate about these transitional housing facilities and I was, kind of searching the other day over the weekend and, what is, so the location as a realtor, we always preach location, location, location. So with that location, what does that look like? I mean, in correlation to a penitentiary, or how far away does it can be from a penitentiary? How far away, like you were just talking about transportation, does it need to be on a bus line type thing?
Right, absolutely. And I do want to chime in on that. So Grace Prosper Housing Foundation not only does transitional housing, sober living, but we also do single women with children, domestic violence victim survivors, sex trafficking victim survivors, single
Oh my
dads
gosh.
with children.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm there.
we're hitting every single entity, Department of Corrections. There's a lot of grant funding out there for SOs, and SOs is an acronym for sex offenders, which people don't like to touch, but I rather house them in a rural area than have them transition out of prison and go into our parks where they can offend again, right? So,
Smart.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, absolutely. So Grace Prosper Housing Foundation not only represents the sober living transitional homes, of course, that's where it starts, right? Free of drugs and alcohol. But we also help veterans and first line responders. Traumas happen everywhere, and your degree is your degree, right? But at the end of the day, people are human. What if they were in a car accident and had to get on painkillers and then got addicted to them, and now they're not functioning as a functioning police officer or a functioning, EMT. They fell off the wagon. They need help too. Sometimes, when you're in addiction, you burn bridges, right? And so we're helping all these entities, and it's a wide range of entity. And so each one of them has their own specifications, right? And so with Grace Prosper Housing Foundation, we want to be able to hit on each single one of those. So we can open a Grace Prosper Housing Foundation home in each and every city and state, right? For active partners or silent partners. But what type of entity would you like to open there, right? So we can talk about that. We can talk about the numbers. We can talk about how we can make it work. And all of our house managers are hired. It's crazy, right? But you put it out there and on your like Indeed.com or something, and you can hire your peer support specialist. You'd be amazed like what's actually out there when you're trying to look for your certified peer specialist. Everything that actually goes into it. And then of course you have your SOPs, right? So everything's on a system. So if you have your house manager that is trained, certified in the trauma area, in the recovery area, your house just runs smoothly. They're hands-on, and in the day-to-day operations. And that group chat that I was reading you, he started that group chat, like he took the lead on it. I didn't even think about starting a group chat. Like, he's like, first thing of order, the church down the street has the food pantry open. We need to be, at the food pantry tomorrow. We got to make sure groceries are in the house. Like that's what a house manager does, takes the lead, make sure the house is running smoothly. So, but yes, we are operating. We would like to operate in every city and state and grow this foundation, helping one individual and one family at a time.
Absolutely.
I will reach out to you girls.
Thank
Perfect.
you. Yeah. Also reach out to Angie too, because Angie's a part of us.
Well, Angie probably gets tired of hearing from me.
No, Angie doesn't get tired of hearing from anybody. We're go-getters and we're go-givers. We love it.
Yep.
This is our passion. This is what we do. We love to help people.
Thank you.
No, absolutely. Yes, you're welcome.
To you, Dylan.
Yeah, Glover, do you have a question about this or a separate topic?
So no, actually, someone just replied to my question. I appreciate that. No, so I was just mentioning that I do my current home. It is rented to a physician, a house operator. And one thing that I noticed too in the communities, they have vans. Do you guys provide any type of transport for the patients, for the tenants?
Right. So that's what we are. Grace Prosper Housing Foundation was formed in April. So we are awaiting our applications already in for the 501c3. Once the 501c3 is showing, through the IRS, we're able to, get those donations and give out the tax exempt. But for right now,
Well, we
we
can
are.
still collect donations and do that. So if you are wanting to donate, you absolutely can. And then once the 501c comes in, you'll have your tax receipt before you have to file any of your taxes as well this
Okay,
year.
there you go.
So
That's our integrator right there. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. So we're just waiting on the donation for the vans, and all of our houses right now are within that transportation zone. So
Yeah.
at this point, we haven't needed to. But if you are bringing us a property to look at that is a little bit more rural or a little bit further from a bus stop, then just be aware that that is an added expense that would either need to be donated or be in part of that plan.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sweet. Right on. Thank you guys.
Awesome.
Thank you, Jennifer and Jennifer.
Jen and Jen, make it easy for you.
Jen and Jen.
Jen with two
Awesome.
N's and Jen with one N.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thanks so
thank
much,
you guys so
guys.
much. Yeah, so if you
Yeah,
guys are
you're most
looking
welcome.
or interested in supporting the foundation or just interested in their model, anything like that, feel free to reach out to them. Yeah, maybe you guys should post your phone numbers or emails or socials, however you like to be contacted in the chat so people can reach out. I think that would be a great idea. So, but yeah, ours, I would love to do that. I think maybe a post on Sub2 might be able to get something done, like looking for a Sub2 van for our first group home in Corpus Christi. Anyone, there might be.
I posted one. I posted something like that, but
Oh,
I
did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we need to call around to some dealerships or something, find a guy or what we need is an auto broker. So
this is going to
someone
be
that can shop
temporary,
around
Dylan,
for us,
right?
probably.
And I'm going to
What's
chime
that?
in. This is going to be temporary because I've already got Grace Prosper Housing Foundation in with sam.gov. So we are registered. We have our UEI. We have our cage code. So we're able to register for grants. So it's just a matter of time, right? It's just a matter of time that the foundation is going to be able to be functioning 100% tax-free and grant funded. So.
Love it. Okay, got it. Well, super exciting. Yeah, if anyone wants to support or anything like that, yeah, please feel free to reach out to Jen or Jen. So yeah, thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us, Dylan, always.
Of course. Yeah,
and
of course.
Angie and Don.
So yeah, does anyone have any last minute burning questions? I have a meeting at 5:30, so we can go until then, but if everybody's questions are all answered, then we can call it there.
Hey, Deal, real fast. Pansy says she can make those calls, Jen.
Awesome.
So she'll help.
Yeah.
She's really good at that stuff. So
I love it. Angie does have our collaboration. Both of y'all are administrators, so y'all can add anybody to the group. And I know that Rachel's already collecting emails, so she can switch us to the Slack. What is it called? Platform. So we can all start collaborating in there and, hitting this nationwide.
Cecil asks where he can get a transcript of this Zoom. Does that mean of the chat or this entire Zoom? I'm not sure.
I know Angie puts the Zooms on YouTube, her YouTube channel, right?
Yeah. Cecil, are you talking about a recording?
You can actually have Zoom create a transcript as you go, but it would have had to be preset already when you started the Zoom. So if the recording's on YouTube, that should get them what they're looking for.
Okay. Yeah, there you go, Cecil. So I just posted that link again. This will be on Angie's YouTube. I don't know if I'm replying to Pansy there. I don't know, but all right, sweet. Well, yeah, if anyone doesn't have any questions, we will call it there. Our next Zoom on Friday, maybe we should take a quick poll and see what we should do. We can underwrite deals. We've done a lot of underwriting though. We can do live seller calls, identifying leads. We can go over some deals that we've recently closed, kind of like the case studies Zooms or case studies that he does. And can you make a poll real quick maybe? Or can I do it? No, I can't do it.
Do you want me to just do the poll that we normally do?
Yeah, let's do the poll that we normally do.
Let's do this one.
Yep, there you go. So yeah, if you guys just got prompted to do that poll, if you could fill it out, and that will decide what we do on our Friday Zoom. I like agent outreach. Sweet. Yeah, I got that, Cecil. I just haven't had time to get back to you. All right, sweet. Well, yeah, let me end it off, I guess, one more time. Where am I at?
And Joel, I'll reach out to you, hon. I'll DM you on what type of veteran housing there is, for sure. Absolutely.
Cool, Angie. Can you maybe share the poll, or what do we got so far?
There's 22 out of 35 and agent outreach is on top.
Agent outreach. Okay, cool. So maybe some people want to see some live calls. I know Stevie wants to see some direct to seller, so maybe we can switch it up too. But yeah, making live calls, that's my favorite. I feel like I have good luck whenever I'm on the Zoom calling agents live. I tend to get some lucky deals. So yeah, let's do that. We will probably just most likely call some agents live or sellers live, try to get some properties locked up right in front of you guys. So, but yeah, thank you guys again so much for showing up. Shout out to you guys. I think we had over 40 people again today, which is just huge. Super exciting for us to be able to provide the opportunity to just provide value to you guys and drop some nuggets. And, you know, it's good for us. We always learn on these Zooms as well too. So shout out to you guys, man, trying to get better. For my people in here every week, you guys are the real heroes. Thank you guys for supporting us. It's super nice to see a lot of people continue to show up. So it just makes us feel better when there's, you know, people in here wanting to learn. So right on. Thanks, Donda. Thanks, Cecil. Yep. So I just also posted our our Herd of Profits Facebook group. Again, if you guys aren't a part of it, feel free to join. It's totally free. I posted Angie's YouTube channel multiple times. So go to subscribe to Angie, please, 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 if you guys could. And then, yeah, we will see you this Friday at noon Mountain Time. That is 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Pacific. So if you guys can make it to that, we will see you there. We're probably just going to call some agents live. In the meantime, what's up, Jabe? In the meantime, have a good week. You know, make some calls, cause some good havoc, some safe havoc, and we will see you guys on Friday. Peace.
See you guys.
Thanks, guys. See you guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.